that our fate would be decided upon the Oneric Isles, an almost forgotten archipelago of the southern sky realms. On these uncanny islands, the apostatic union, power-drunk after slaughtering their once exalted gods, maintains but a paltry presence. Under their negligent gaze, the deep forests and dark places teem with cutthroats, cultists, and worse. In the desolate, endless realm, poor souls languish undying in decrepit mausoleums, yearning for their lost mortality, while the Clockwork Kingdom, ruled by the crooked logic of its manufactured monarch, strives to transform not just the realm, but reality itself. All these regions have their part to play in this unfolding story, but it begins fathoms below, in the Underlands, a ruinous wasteland where none can draw breath for long. It is here that a secret waits to be uncovered by someone whose dreams burn brighter than any. But will those dreams kindle into a radiant destiny, or will we burn in the folly of delusion?
They said the thing. They said the word. They said the delusional word. They did it. Alright, I have my caffeinated water on one side of me. One side of me? Oh, that sounded weird. That sounded weird to me. And I'm the one that spoke it. As usual.
On your past.
Yeah, this is character creation. I don't know what lore would give me, but I imagine that spellcasting makes me a giant nerd. Probably gonna pass out. That's more than alright, darling. That's more than okay. It is goals to be able to lure many into the small death of sleep, whilst cradled by mine throat outputs. Ew, I hate that. Hold on a minute.
Dreams of the body grew. Dreams
Oh.
of the body grew.
Okay,
Dreams
so
of childhood
I'm taking Brawler, yeah? And then whenever you take Brawler, the names of each of these will change to something appropriate. Change to Urchin. Soldier becomes hired muscle. So you go from like little street rat to something a bit more appropriate for a street rat, rather than an actual mercantile soldier. Interesting. The setting is a bunch of like floating worlds. I don't know what it is about floating islands, but that feels like the coolest fucking setting ever. And then we've also got like Warhammer Servitrons and praise to the Omnissiah. I am the High Confessor of this Inquisition Combat Tribunal. We are tracking the most dangerous of criminals, and you will help us. Art? Look at that map. Okay, map. So on the bottom right, that's where we're at. We're on these islands at the moment. They're floating around in the sky. They're being cool. And I assume right around here is where the creature that is dreading delusions is at. Our target's whereabouts have been known for some time. A backwater archipelago on the very fringes of Union territory. Known as the Oneric Isles, these flying islands are host to a manner of outcasts and miscreants. We arrived a few hours ago, met with fierce resistance. Our target is in the Blinding Light Fortress, last remaining holdout of the Dark Star mercenaries. But our quarry is their leader, the notorious Vela Kalos. Oh, and don't try to run. These flying islands are unstable, and many a fool has fallen to their death. Alright, so that means that I'm definitely falling to my death at least once. Navigate to the equipment panel and equip the sword into one of your weapon slots. Lastly, remember to press the attack key to unholster your weapon. Though this is a meager task, I calculate there is a 1 in 20 chance you will somehow perish in the attempt. Alright, time to find the 1 in 20 chance for the content. I imagine that if the guy in charge has decided to go out of their way to write out swords are reliable all-rounder weapons, there may be other weapon archetypes, which could include a spear. I would laugh my ass off there was actually like a 1 in 20 chance of equipping this rusty sword made you just fucking explode. Is that a fucking dragon? Hasn't even been an hour into the stream. It hasn't even been 30 minutes. I'm already losing the ability to read. No map charts. You mean we have to find maps in order to have a map? I love that. I don't know what it is about that, but I love it. Tell me, has your high confessor sent you off to die? Yeah. A melancholic smile spreads across her lips. She can be terribly cruel, can't she? She gazes off into the distance. Well, stranger, you'd best watch yourself out there. Mark my words, something's brewing on these islands. The stage is set, the curtain's drawn, and the performance is set to bring the house down. She smirks at you, and something tells me you have your own role to play. I probably would have come by here anyways. There's definitely a secret. There's definitely not a secret behind the waterfall. Unfortunate. Rolling out hordes of the remnants of what is left of the human race to... Okay, now this... That flower is freaky. Oh. Jitter seed. Okay. Let's see. What sort of... Is that the mushrooms laughing, or is that like the water laughing? Okay, I think it is the mushrooms that are laughing. The mushrooms see me like trying to climb this rock, trying to Skyrim my way up this rock. They're like, haha. Developer knows of this. Yes! I'm fucking sick. I'm fucking go to poison. As you approach, the Inquisitor takes a deep breath of air. Do you smell that, prisoner 17? Mushrooms? He clicks his fingers. Exactly! He turns to you, a beaming smile across his face. I have never seen so many mushrooms in my life! Such wide stalks, such healthy gills. He takes a long breath. Ah, and such potent spores. We have mushroom force back home in Lundell, and nothing like this. He slaps you on the shoulder. That's damn good of you, prisoner. Ah, but where are my manners? He holds out his hand in greeting. Inquisitor Ignavius of the 12th Inquisitorial Tribunal. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Shake it, why not? I mean, we stink, and he's already revealed like his mushroom autism to us. I'm like, yeah, sure, you can't be like all that awful of a person intentionally just yet, right? He points to the fortress ahead. That's the blinding light, the fortress of Velocalus, leader of the Dark Star mercenaries. The High Confessor told me you'd be joining the assault, and not a moment too soon. We need all the help we can get. I've sent all my agents, but so far none have reported back. We expected heavy fighting, but it seems those Dark Star ruffians were a tougher bunch than we gave them credit for. Your orders are to capture Vela alive. A tall order, I'll admit, but I think you're up to the job, prisoner. Oh, any questions? Oh, give me lore. Tell me more about Vela. He nods. Yes, I'm sure you have plenty of questions. What do you want to know? Tell me about Vela and the Dark Stars. Vela Kalus. Now that's a name that'll make hair stand on end. She's the daughter of the old Admiral Carlos and the apostatic Union Navy, but instead of following in her father's footsteps, she founded the most accomplished mercenary band since the God War. Sure, she's currently the most wanted criminal in the Union, but you've got to hand it to her. For years, the Union itself relied on Vela and her Dark Stars to do the jobs, and to do the jobs the Navy were unwilling or unable to do themselves. It's a pity she turned down such a dark path. In the later years of the Dark Stars, the number of villainous deeds far exceeded those of noble intent. What is a real villainy? Well, there was the Astral College heist in Bayonne, where they made off with an artificed star among other priceless treasure. And then there was the sinking of the merchant freighter Popinjay, and all those hostages slaughtered at the siege of Sarakolko. I could go on. In the end, they say she lost the plot, started yammering about some sort of heaven. The Inquisition ruled this was tantamount to cultism. Article 112? Claims of a religious nature, and wanted her arrest. Of course, I think the polymaths over in Revolva had wanted her gone long before all this, but too big for her boots, and finally they had their warrant. Even Vela's own mercs got so riled up they mutinied against her. She's been hiding out here for years, but the Inquisition finally got the go-ahead to make a move. So here we are. Hold up. You mean to tell me that they have, like, air support? That they have, like, flying implements? They still haven't, like, taken this fortress? What's wrong? We're like right up to the fortress's front teeth. We're providing dental surgery, and we still can't capture it. Dang. I actually pulled a book off the shelf the other day, and by the other day I mean yesterday. Of course I mean yesterday, not the other day. But it was a old book from 1991 called Dark Sun Rising. It's been one of those books that has been on mine and my dad's bookshelf for a very long time, and I don't think that I've ever read it. But I was in the mood to read something the other day. By the other day I mean yesterday after stream, as I have figured out that I am a lot happier whenever I'm not sitting at my computer the entire day playing video games. Apparently in this world, the more schizophrenic you are, the more powerful you are. So of course VTubers would be like the most powerful creatures in existence here, right? Alright then. Bella Calus stands with the gravitas, her voice piercing the clatter of the ship. You notice blood seeps from her armor. She is wounded, but hides well. Loose the sails! And why is the anti-grav engine not running? Suddenly, you catch her eye. What's this? A straggler? The Dark Star Company greets you. My apologies, but you have caught us at a rather inopportune moment. Oh, okay. So I can either join, like, the Sky Pirates, or I can, like, remain with the Warhammer 40k Omnissiah Inquisition. Can I join you? Ah. She looks you up and down, smirking. I mean, no offense, but the Dark Star Company has certain standards. You don't quite fit the bill. Man. Prepare yourself, straggler. Great deeds are afoot. Deeds that will bring the apostatic Union's tyranny to an end. And that will usher in a new age of heaven. And with that, we must take our leave. It's been a pleasure, but I doubt we'll meet again. Well, shit. She really did look at us and say, ew, gross. And upgrade my property, huh? Huh? Oh, wait, I just own this castle now? I just own this fortress now? Yeah, I failed. A high-pitched laugh reverberates through her coffin.
Nonsense! I was certain you would be cut into tiny pieces. It's astounding you made it this far.
Oh, also the you see how the coffin thing, the urn, has like an open face on it, so you can like see into it and see her face whenever she's like looking forward towards us. Like right now, you can see her face. And the urn on the inside kind of looks like fleshy. It's fucked up. I like it.
But your sentence still stands. You may yet prove your usefulness. We must ascertain where Vela has fled to. Luckily for us, I know just who we can ask.
She laughs to herself, but this turns into a pained series of retches. After a moment, you think she may have vomited.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna read this in my own voice rather than putting on a voice. The Oniric Isles are home to a number of former Dark Star mercenaries. My superiors would rather I executed them, but she is silent at a moment. They are of more use to us alive. If anyone knows where Vela went, they will. I would start with Jack Basalt, a former Navy captain turned sellsword. We have already contacted him and arranged a meeting. You can find him at the Wobbly Noggin pub in Hallowtown, in the center of the Oniric Isles. Basalt has promised to direct us to his comrades in exchange for the polymath's pardon. He can help you find the others. Why me of all your agents? The Dark Stars are deeply mistrustful of the Inquisition.
You could say we've had a few run-ins in the past. As one of our newest and most amenable operatives, you may have better luck than others of my agents. You will need to acquire an apostatic union passport to cross the bridge. I wish I could grant you one myself, but we are undersupplied. Perhaps the locals in the village of Quill could help you.
Got it. Good. And be careful. These islands are on the very fringe of apostatic union territory. There may be worshippers or even minor gods who have fled the union's purges tucked away here. The only assuredly faithless place is Hallowtown. And beyond Hallowshire's borders, there is ground even union boots won't tread upon. To the east, the Clockwork Kingdom is in full-blown crisis, while the people of the Endless Realm to the west are cursed to never die.
Oh, and one more thing. There's the exit. From now on, you'll be known as Confessor 17. This doesn't change your crimes or your sentence. Sounds a little better than prisoner, eh?
Hey. We're not called prisoner. It's a slightly better word. Slightly more positive connotation. Ryova is where the Union Council of Polymaths meet. It's a city full of floating houses, all strung together with bridges and ropes, with gondolas drifting between them. When you're in the middle, it said you can't see a hint of sky. There's buildings in every direction. That sounds cool. That sounds like a really cool place. I like floating cities. I like bridges. I like floating islands. It's fucking cool. One of my favorite cities in Morrowind was Vivek. Even though it was like, I don't know, 6 pyramids put together with like the most confusing gondola system, or rather the most confusing way of going through the city and recognizing where it was, because they only had like 2 textures for the entire place, and they just like copy and pasted like 6 pyramids across each other and just like called it a city. It was really cool. I like the gondolas, and also the floating rock with the bridges on it. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know. It's neat. I don't know. I have no way to explain why I find sky bridges cool. But there are also islands outside of Union control. To the east lies a Clockwork. Whoops, Freudian slip. Thinking about dicks again. You're new to town, I gather. Well, I'm the local waymaster. Name's Kolwick. And I'll have you know, before you engage in any business here in Puel, I'll be taking your weight. So if I weigh the same as a duck, then I'm a witch. How can you tell so much from the scales? These are morality scales. You'll see there's only one visible. That's because it's magically linked at fulcrum through a bond of cipher to a scale containing the moral standard. What's the moral standard? Some kind of weight? Oh no, that'd be preposterous. How can you tell so much of a person by weighing them against a dead weight? No, don't be stupid. Moral standard is a person. A carefully selected person who bears qualities deemed the epitome of apostatic union morality. By weighing you against such perfect integrity, we can tell what degree your character's lacking. The current moral standard resides far off and beyond university. They have to rest and sleep between weigh-ins, of course, which is why weigh houses only open at certain times. Nud was the ex-merchant. Ex-mercenary, whom we've already spoken with. Now, that's going to give me a little bit every single time, isn't it? Compass. There we go. I like that. I like this a lot. I like that the compass is not just like a thing that's at the top of my screen. I like that the UI is minimal and mostly out of the way. And really, honestly, well and truly, I wish I could get rid of the crosshair as well. I don't know, I just like the compass being an actual item that I have to pull out and reference to rather than blindly follow. These old gold wall fortresses sure are strange. All with everything made out of metal and all. That's me. Boxes and boots should be made of wood. You'll see, why does your butt move like that? Damn. Damn. I'm an appreciator. Did not have to go that hard on polygons. On like all 10 of them gons on that character's backside. I would say she, but I don't quite know. It could be a case of you know, Mortal Kombat Jax. What was that, Frost? And it's like, damn, every time that I watch that clip, like, damn, Jax's butt really is nice. Okay, I thought that might have been like a glimmer of delusion. Ooh, no, it's just waterfall stuff. That's a glimmer of delusion, though. Time to do a jumping puzzle, as our Lord and Savior Miyazaki intended. Shh. Oh, there's a box in there. Maybe lockpick, so I got 3. I ain't getting in there. Like a 1 in 6 chance, like less than 20% chance, like 16% chance of me getting in there. Nah, ain't no way. If I got in there with my 16% chance, I would have people like asking me for like their gotcha rolls. Like, here, do my gotcha spins. I'm like, no, I am against gambling in all forms. Please do not show gotcha to me. I will go feral, and I will rip your face off like a chimp. I'm glad that, for as unimpressive as the combat is, at least it recognizes that and is quick. I'm glad that combat does not take a while. Looking at Dragon's Dogma. Still thinking about waking up at 5 in the morning to do Dragon's Dogma 1 finale stream. Because I just knew that the final boss on Bitter Black Isle would take fucking 10 hours. And the actual final fight really did take me 2 entire hours. I might start with a character that has like full magic attribute to see if there's a starting fireball spell of some kind. I don't know if there is like a real offensive spell that you can like use consistently, or if it's just like, no, even if you are a magic focused character, you have to you have to use the sword. Oh man. So I'm going to go for 1 chance at this 16% chance. Holy smokes, I got it. I'm the best. Cipher Spear, I was just talking about there being like a magic spell that you could lean on. I'm getting you out of there whether you like it or not, because I of the Inquisition will not allow gods to come back. And because this god was a particular tyrant, and you did not read the fine fucking print. Nobody lets me make my own decisions. I've been planning this for months. It's my choice. Quill is dying. Everyone says so. Since Angan was killed, the soil's drying up. In another generation, there'll be nothing left. This is the only way to save the village. Or they could just, switch over to a different crop. Or they can subsist, or they could just, exist on their own. They'll just, it's not going to be as magnificent and great as it used to be. Sure. That's not a bad thing. It's not going to be dead. Enough. You slice through the membrane and a torrent of foul-smelling acid pours forth. Blood slides out of the muck, coughing and spluttering. You had no right! The first thing I've done truly by myself, and you've ruined it! You had no right! People care about you, kid. You can't throw your life away. I thought Mother would be proud. Your mom hates this idea. Your mom was old enough to be with the gods, and she specifically said that this is the worst possible fucking outcome, and that she wants you to study so that you can go off to a college and go to a better life. My guy. Also, no mom would be happy about their child dying. No mom worth their salt, at least. Because every time that I purchase gamer subs, I buy another thing of guacamole gamer fart, and also blowhole blast, because there's like a really funny rivalry between Russian Badger and Lily. It's pretty great, not gonna lie. I like them both. Like I like both their flavors. I prefer guacamole gamer fart to blowhole blast, but I buy both of them at the same time, and I feed the growing war machine. I allow no things to resolve themselves. I do not add for the clear winner. I do not push forward an agenda. I just support both, and I don't know, just watch it burn. Hang on, it is like a creature casting magic. What are the lore implications of it casting magic whenever magic is supposed to be like something developed by scholars that people study, and they can apparently like ship out spells en masse for additional study, because as part of the lore text. Shit. Sorry about that. Choked on like breathing. I like breathed, and there was like something wet at the front of my nose. Normally called boogers, I think they're called boogers, and it didn't like move anywhere. I just like perceived it, and then like I hitched because I don't know, I was perceiving my own body like, ew, gross, my body, it's wet on the inside. There's moist bones in here. Ew. Ugh. And decided to choke myself in a not fun Friday night way. That mask's eyes following me. Yes, it is. All right, that's cool. That's creepy. That's cool. That's creepy. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're trying to get into the academy too? I wouldn't bother. You could enchant a silk slug to shit gold, and they'd still ignore you. They won't let you in without a recommendation. Why are you playing with? You look busy. So I have a recommendation due to the map guy. So I should be able to get in. Be able to get in right in front of that guy. Oh, what are the lore implications? Let's see what you got going on. Okay, I can't like mock him about. What? What? Did I just fall on the floor? Okay. Understood. This platform is semi-permeable. I should be very wary about this platform fudging up and being a little goofy, being a little silly. I knew it! I gotta wait. I gotta jangle my keys. I gotta play with my little Fitbit. Got a little beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. Just like standing and waiting around. Oh man, no in-flight movies or nothing. Instantly on Twitter. Imagine if there's like magic that allows for the equivalent of social media. What sort of rabid hell would that be? All right, hug the crystal, because these bars here, they are not OSHA compliant. These bars will siphon you down and suck you down. I say as I get closer and closer. Like, man, this place is fucking cool. It's like an interesting landmark. You're right. I should mark you. All right. Lies, deception, deceit, pulling me into the valley of death. Fuck you. Anyways. Oh.
Welcome to my prison, human.
The words smash against your skull with dread portent. There's no mistaking it. You are speaking to a god.
I sensed it in you. That abject horror. That searing shock. Your heart beats so fast it might burst, human.
Am I dead? The entity laughs. Great pulses of eldritch energy reverberate through your bones.
No, human. You are not dead. Not yet. You were moments from death. I plucked you from certain peril as easily as your kind would pull a weed. But it was not an act of kindness. I require something in return.
I did not ask to be saved,
and I did not seek your consent. Make no mistake, human. Your life means little. Without me, you would just be another pile of bones sinking into the dirt.
Oh, fuck.
Velikanus, in her arrogance, chained me here in the shackles of void steel. I wish to be free, and so she must die. You hunt Vela, correct? Without my aid, your mission is futile. You will surely meet a gruesome demise. So, I will save you. I will pluck you from the precipice of oblivion again and again until the deed is done.
Why did Vela capture you?
Why, Elf? She craved my power. I am unique in the pantheon of major gods, as I can sense the moment of one's demise and steal them from their fate. But in her arrogance, this was not enough, for I cannot revive someone who is long dead. There are no gods who can save, perchance, the dreamers themselves. So she kept me chained here. Such is the sorry state of the world that no followers came to save me. Not even the Wiccans came to my aid. Damn that cursed god war. I hear like a weird rattly. Or maybe that's just my voice.
Okay, that actually doesn't sound all that bad. I'm kind of impressed with myself. Good job, me. Hire me. I am capable of 3 voices. One of which is a budget Gravemind. Well then, I guess the next one is who are you? How times have changed that a human would ask such a thing. There were times in ages past when my shrines were in 1,000 settlements, when every wicked knew my name, when my mind rang with the prayers of your kind. I will not stoop to introducing myself, but know this. There are those still loyal to me, who preserve my hidden shrines. It is to these places that I will summon you, should your death be imminent. Alright, bye. Remember our bargain, human. He's kind of cool, though. Fuck.
The desolate, endless realm. Poor souls languish, undying, in decrepit mausoleums, yearning
these are just my
for their
neighbors.
lost mortality. While the
I live here.
Clockwork Kingdom, ruled by the crooked logic of
A
its
place of desolation with
manufactured
crooked
monarch,
souls? Yeah,
strives to
this is where I live.
transform not
You kidding
just
me?
the realm,
I'm right at home.
but
Oh, no wonder I so badly want to play this game. It's home. It appeals to the human condition of desiring familiarity. Jerome? Head Aetherist? Oh, you're Archmage. The old man is hunched in his chair, wheezing heavily. Each breath reverberates like a broken machine. Suddenly, it stops altogether. You wait a moment, then another. Hello? Fuck! There's an invisible wall. Letting the voices have an opinion. giving the voices an authoritative electoral vote. I think my very first D&D character was a Soul Knife. And in 3.5, that is like a psionic class where they get their they get to make a blade out of their own psionic potential. And they are kind of a rogue, but I had him as an amnesiac that kept like records of the stuff that he had done as like dog tags and chains on his person. I think that may have been like one of the more interesting characters that I had made to play as. The creature looks at you from sunken eyes. It shifts behind its massive jaw. It appears physically incapable of lifting its head. I'm still human. Only those who embrace their wretchedness may claim their second self. I am one of the last of my kind. Most of us were killed long ago, and those of us that survived are forever cursed. As you can see, I possess no grace. If I were to stand straight, my neck would snap. Moving small distances is difficult, but still, I breathe, and that is good enough. I have found peace in this forest, and the goblins protect me. You wouldn't be able to stop me from, like, taking your only food source, yeah? Why does he look like... Okay, I know why he looks like the super negative man from the Earthbound or the Mother series. It's the pose. They got the same pose. Greetings. This here bridge leads to the King of the Endless. Nasty place full of shuffling corpses, it is. The bridge is closed, unless you're the bearer of a genuine apostatic Union passport. If you not got one, get lost. I have a passport. Looks like you ain't got squat. Go on, get out of here. Fuck. Okay, so I genuinely thought that I did have a passport. I think it's the wrong passport. I need to go to this. I need to go to the realm of the endless to meet my dragonfly boy. Passports are single use. Fuck. No. They just like take your passport and eat it, and then that's enough for like a spell around the area to prevent like immigration services from coming after you and punting you out of the country. Yeah, I was talking about it on the previous Noida stream because I'm so very glad that a short did well. I'm very, very incredibly disappointed and embarrassed that it is a short about me actively thirsting for Buff Pup. I uploaded it as a curiosity thought experiment, and it unfortunately went the way I thought it would. Like, man, I normally don't want to do that. I really don't want to have people know me for being for putting on moves to a VTuber girl. Like, man, I really don't want to put that energy into the world. Shire fields used to be sown with Wiccan seed, while their deities, though diminished, could ensure a good harvest. The god contracts were modest, the blood price was equitable. Of course, the apostatic union snuffed it out eventually. They sent over that polymath and her retinue, stamp out any smoldering divinity, and now the common folk starve, their fields barren and desolate. Just like the field on which I grow my fucks. Visit the apostatic union's council building in the center of town to inquire further. So here's the thing. I felt like playing Darktide, and Darktide's in the Warhammer 40k universe, and the Warhammer 40k universe has pretty much said that we need the most grim dark future as possible, so everyone speaks in British accents. And since the apostatic union is kind of just like you know, the Inquisitors from Warhammer, as far as I'm aware, they all have British accents. So there we go. Yeah, I don't know why it is that floating sky islands get me. I don't know why it is that floaty places is what tickles my brain correctly. There was there's a series of books, a series of children's books. It's kind of old because I was reading it whenever I was a lad. Let's see, like each book is a different story focused on a different main character, but it all takes place on like this floating island, and each like branch of, or is it like each tree has different properties. So they didn't like dig for ore, they would like find trees of iron, or they would find ironwood, or they would find float wood, or they would find wood that burns, and that was how they like went about their society. They just made everything out of different like natural properties of wood. It's like, okay, that's cool. Love the first part of Heaven's Word with the bird people. You assume that I paid attention. you assume that I paid any sort of attention to anything more than just like the next creature in front of me to beat up, or the next bit of experience to grab from a main quest. I ain't no bandit, I ain't no outlaw, I ain't no sneak thief. I'm a charming knight, and a bastardly barbarian. I have the brain of a two-part program. Find thing, hit thing. Those are the two steps. Sometimes I forget to grab a giant stick first. Oh, why do I want to pick this? You know what? I have shit. I ain't picking a damn thing. I think the best line in epic rap battles of history has got to be the Boba Fett versus Deadpool, where it stole Spider-Man's eyes, Snake Eyes as weapons, got Wolverine's powers, comic sloppy seconds. Like, fuck. ain't no way. ain't no way that Wolverine, sorry, not Wolverine, that Deadpool has a proper comeback to that. Like, oof. So the super jump spell, the defensive ring, the swamp key, and the passport. This dude's got like, sure, he sells oddities, but they're all things that I want. So I think that makes me the prime oddity. I think that makes me the king of oddities. I also don't really have a game that I go back to. Except for maybe just like, I don't know. Guild Wars 2? Final Fantasy 14? But I'm free from Final Fantasy 14 now. Because my subscription ran out. It's like, my chains are broken. Well, no. The chains are broken, but the cuffs are still there. Like, the links are still there. Because I haven't uninstalled the game. I can always put myself back in the stocks. Look at this fucking court jester ass looking dude. The clerk's desk is buried under ink pots and parchment. His arms move wildly, grabbing papers and scribbling with his quill. Occasionally, he'll mutter an obscenity, throw a document to the floor, and stamp on it. Ah, mood. He notices you approaching. No, never, absolutely not. Nice argument, Chester. However, consider the following. Yes. No, I say the neuron stars will all physically dust before I do anything of the sort. That's myself. Name's Jack Masson. Goes ahead of me. Sip. I've not heard of you actually. Lamau. I think it would be nicer to say no, I've not heard of you. But if we're casually insulting each other, shame of the Union Navy. Oh, cutscene. For a time, I was the most respected captain in the Union Navy. I took orders directly from Admiral Colosse, Vela's father. And for 5 years, I trained Vela aboard my ship. So, you trained her? I, Vela, and the Emberian. So they'd been schooled at the academy. Their father wanted them to sling their hammocks and tie their knots like regular sea dogs. You have to understand, I love that girl like she's my own. I've seen her grow from a headstrong child into a fierce captain. And there was a time when we were sitting together as Dark Stars, when I thought she might be the greatest of them all. So to see her fall into barbarism and villainy has been hard. I can't abide by what she's done, or by what she will do. She seeks to save us, but she'll likely doom us. So I have to stop her, you see? For her own sake. Right, so, how do we find her? You're asking me? As I said to your masters, I can provide naught but shreds of information. You'll have to do the rest. I have for you are three names. Names of former Dark Star mercenaries who left Vela's crew after the mutiny. Together, maybe all of us can track her down. What's this about a mutiny? A few years back, Vela found a map. I pointed at something impossible. She used it to make a heaven of the sky realms, she said. Change the fabric of reality so folk don't know poverty or injustice or even death. I'm sure she believes it still. But for a lot of us Dark Stars, scared as witless. You just don't go meddling with things like that unless you want to die screaming. We tried to convince her, make her see reason. She took us down into the Underlands anyway, on that mad pursuit. So we mutinied, and the Dark Stars spilled their own blood on those skyships. In the end, Vela escaped with those loyal to her. The rest of us scattered to lick our wounds. Wicked time that was. Alright. So, tell me about the mercs. First, there's the Emberian. Called that because folks say she's last of their kind. Of course, that's pure squid shit. If she was Emberian, she'd be 400 years old. I've heard talk she's somewhere in Halashire. There is a place on the map called the Emberian Ruins. Might be able to check there. Next, there's Endless Duchess. Powerful cipher wizard. She went back to her ancestral home in the Endless Realm. And like all those you find there, she's cursed to truly never die. Mercs. Which means she really is hundreds of years old. Finally, there's Caxton Frost, a genius of the Clockwork Kingdom. That man could engineer a skyship from a sack of junk. Last I heard, he'd returned to Homeland. He fixes you with a grim stare And that thing Vella's looking for, she mustn't use it. Nobody must ever use it. You hear me? If you've any sense, make sure it stays buried down there. He shifts, suddenly nervous. Right. I think we're done here. Right, where are you going? I can piss instead? True. I'm a specialized machine in taking ambient air and just converting it into piss. My bladder is simply just always at work, stealing nutrients from like everything around me, including myself, to just factor more piss. Do not put me into Factorio. Your factory will be broken down constantly because like steel will just be gone and oil will be gone and electricity will be gone, and it's just like the water will turn to piss. I am a piss machine. I should call up my artist and tell her to replace like all the colors that are green on me into like some form of disgusting piss yellow. Just become like the piss orc, like the piss freak, pork but with the C. The chimera of Meth Mountain. Truly. A title that none else can hold. The only one of my kind. I'm one in several billion. Because I have to account for all the different bot accounts that are on Twitter. It's just like, pre-debut VTuber. And they're actually just like engagement farm bot accounts. It's like, cool, neat. I guess they'll just be pre-debut forever. Living in bed, got fucking robbed once. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that. Like, I was definitely in Caius Casades' house in Morrowind. And Caius Casades is like a blade of the Emperor. Who is jacked as fuck and almost definitely like one of the most deadly people in Balmora. Also, holy fuck. The fact that I can recall those names without any sort of stuttering or trying to think, like, holy fuck, holy sweet lord, how deep into my consciousness are those embedded? How many times did I go to Balmora and Caius Casades whenever I played Morrowind on the original Xbox? Not the PC, because I didn't have a computer at that time. I played the original Xbox. This is a god. This is the body of a god. Nurgle cult of inflation. Instead of disease, it's a what is it? Ricoccado avocado? Ricoccado avocado? Something like that. You know the one. You know the guy. He's there are very few people who legitimately terrify me on this blighted flat blue marble that we call Earth. Ricoccado avocado is one of the people on the list that genuinely terrifies me. There's a hole at the bottom of the wall on the side where Quill Village is at, and that's how I walked in. Okay, I'm remembering. I'm remembering now. Sorry, it's been a week. It's been a week. I apologize. Wait. I have poor memory. I have such a bad memory. It's all because of my diet of mostly molten rocks and taking Final Fantasy 14 tank busters and solid bricks to the fucking skull. But don't blame the rocks. Rocks are tasty. But apparently one of the things that you could do in Morrowind was just like purchase a house, spend 10 days in the what? In the Oniric Isles. Sick. Nice achievement. Thank you. Thumbs up. Wait, how many people do have this achievement? 15% of players. Hilarious. I can't believe the Steam users would do such a thing like purchase a game and then idle on the main menu for an hour so they can get cards so they can sell them on the marketplace and then purchase keys for Team Fortress 2 and then gamble them. Why would they do such a thing? No way. Not not my steamers. Not my steamers, you know? Outtown cartographer tent. There was a sign pointed directly towards the manor that I was going towards, and I circled around it entirely. I got caught up in the things that I could look at. Ooh, look at thingy, look at the keys jangling, ding-ling-ling. It's like, oh, surely this is it. No, it's full of dudes. Here, have a thingy. Here, have a little item. Oh man. Oh, give me that delusion. I need that. I need to be more deluded so that I have an extra imaginary 10,000 people to talk to whenever I stream. Prospective or current owners of the Thornwood Manor property. This cavern annex is in disrepair and has been sealed shut. Its refurbishment will be included in the garden upgrade available for a purchase at the property station. Whee! I have to buy DLC for my own home. That's it. I'm becoming a fucking Wiccan. I also still have like a lot of peanut butter in my room. Like, if you may remember, I've talked about the room peanut butter several months ago. Perhaps during the prey streams, maybe a bit before. But I have the peanut butter in my room. I just keep it on me, because man, do I love peanut butter. And so does everyone in my fucking home. So I keep the peanut butter in my room for safety, so that I can consume it. Ah, hell yeah! I've got 120 arrows. Well, why did I say arrows like that? I don't normally say arrows like that. I don't say arrows like arrows. Like I said, I'm a false human being. I'm an amalgamation of all sorts of things. I'm a chimeric freak. Also, I was putting on a voice, so that might have been why I said arrow is funny. Arrows. Ah, love me some arrows. I did recently watch Lord of the Rings. I watched the trilogy. In the second movie, they have the assault on Helm's Deep, yeah. And I think I was being a little bit annoying because I was like pointing out all the different flaws in the siege. It was like, you know what, both the attackers and the defenders here are lacking in so much like basic siege equipment. Where are the trebuchets? Where are the catapults? Where's the psychological warfare? Where's the spears? Where's the everything? Like, I'm surprised that they got the ladders. Well and truly, I'm surprised that they had the ladders. Even though that is another one of the basic siege equipment things. So whenever we got to movie 3 in Return of the King, and we got to the assault of Minas Tirith, I was very happy about looking at all the different siege equipment, looking at all the proper stuff that the orcs were doing. Like, oh hell yeah. Owie. Bro got that fucking Galcia knife hitbox. Bro got that fucking Dante Stinger mix up. Sorry, that Virgil Rapid Slash online mix up. That cross up. The fuck you mean you have a hitbox extending behind you? Ah, I've heard of you. Been doing great things in Hallowshire, I must say. I can get a minion? I guess they like me enough. I guess I've tricked them enough. And just like in reality, I have fooled them enough to like me. Why is my hair so wet? Mean on my little my little me? My little character here? On my little indicator here? It's because it's not hair. It's because it's not hair. They are tongues. I have little tentacle arms as well. Well, they are tentacles coming out of my arms rather. See if I can't pull up the actual reference sheet. Here we are. Like here, you can see like I have the like the two full arms, but like I got tentacles coming out of one. And I got like a little tongue hair. Oh, so that's what's going on. That's why my hair, quotation marks, looks wet, because it's a slimy little tongues. Here you are. I'm listening. Tell me what you want me to do with you. Go on. I'm all ears. Let's see. Yeah, I tend to try and keep as many of my games installed as possible, because I live on I live on Meth Mountain. Don't know if you know this or not. Now that I've invoked the name Meth Mountain, I might have connectivity issues. Stream may end, not of my own volition, but because of a power outage and internet outage and unstable infrastructure due to infrastructure being coated with a black tar heroin. So to keep myself from like continually forcibly re-downloading video games, I got a 20 terabyte hard drive. Just don't do the drugs. Tell my fucking mountain. I'm more than okay with not doing the drugs. Tell my fucking mountain. Tell my broke ass, rural ass fucking mountain to not do the drugs. I'm not in control with my fucking mountain. What my fucking mountain does. My fucking mountain of Meth Mountain just decides to be a gigantic fucking shithead all the time. I hate it here. Pain groans emanate from the helmet. The man writhes, clearly in agony. Do not seem to notice your presence. Hello? The man inhales sharply, his head slowly turning towards your own. I am the Duke of Hallowshire. State your business. Can I help? Only that bastard Wiccan may help me now. What's wrong? For a moment, the Duke simply releases a pained moan. I am offering a sacrifice of my own pain so that my dukedom and my son may live. All right. I'm never going to do your voice ever again, because that hurt my throat. So I believe I have two options available to me at the moment. One is find a replacement for the Duke, so that the plague that was plaguing this place is no longer a thing and keeps the Duke's son alive. Or we kill the Duke and we allow the plague to return, but we remove godly influence and we free the place of messed up squid creatures and godly taints. We do our fucking job. I think I like heavy attacks, which is unique, which is odd. I'm gonna be the most charming bastard. Ooh, there you are. I kind of wish that the backdrop for you was a different color from the rest of your body. I kind of wish that you weren't the same color as like the rocks around you. Like I don't know. Actually, like 3 out of 10 presentation. Like, you're pretty cool, not gonna lie. I like the I'm into the tentacles. I'm into the big yowie hands. I'm into the giant worm fuck face. But you know, why Shai Hulud? Get yourself a new color. Paint your rocks.
And another ape thing scurries into my den. If you bear one of my keys, you must be a devout follower, recognized by the most fertile of my children. So I thank you. But if you have come to witness my glory, I'm afraid I must disappoint. The age has long passed when I tower above humanity, growing bloated from its filth. You know me now. I am small, withered, forgotten. I wonder, have the Wiccans sent you to assist my plight? You bear few of my gifts. Your skin is smooth and unsullied. Perhaps that may be of use. Take this aspect of myself. Take it into the Apathetic Union Council chambers. Place it in the highest point, and it will take us. It will bind the Union meddlers to my presence, and I will move unshackled once more. Beware. It contains an aspect of myself, and is thus part of me. If it should fall into their hands, they could use it to hurt me, to trap me. Now go, with my blessing.
Alright. I have the Wiccan's poison. I could end your pain. For a moment, there is silence before the Duke's hoarse breathing. For so long have I ached for death, though it may do my dukedom. I am too weak to refuse. Please, kill me. Poison him. You slip the vial past the Duke's helmet and let the liquid trickle past his lips. After a moment, he begins to shake violently, his armor rattling. Armour? Ah, fucking Brit. I fucking knew it. And then he is still. I mean, weird freaky body horror shit is it's a pretty cool look, not gonna lie. I'm pretty into it. I'm pretty about it. Totally not biased or anything, but it's pretty cool. Highly recommend. You the polymath? Oh, Union polymath. There she is in the bottom right. She does not look up from her papers. Another loyal subject of the Apathetic Union. I must remind you that impromptu meetings such as these may not exceed 10 clicks of the clock. I discovered the god Pagoth. Her quill slips on the paper. She looks up, slowly. You attest having succeeded where an entire echelon of Inquisition agents has failed. I require proof. Hand over the aspect of Pagoth. The thing slumps into the polymath's desk, where it writhes, gurgles, and belches a strange odor. A polymath tries to maintain her composure, but is clearly perturbed. This thing indeed matches the description of a god aspect. Perhaps you really have located a Class B god entity. Very well. Our scryers will use this aspect to pinpoint the god's location, and an Inquisition strike team will make short work of the entity. You have done well. No doubt the Inquisition would have found the thing eventually, but I cannot deny your assistance in the matter. Take this, a modest sum of coin for your efforts, plus an Apathetic Union passport document. Let's go. Now, if you'll excuse me, This new development necessitates many official documents. You may take your leave. You mean the snake eye? Got something to say? Got something to say? Little fucking paper pushing jester? Fucking sock-headed dunce cap? One of Santa's little erect elves? Yeah, no, I didn't fucking think so. Anyways, I leveled up twice. Ah, fuck. I definitely have low self-confidence. You could definitely get a girl to say, you know what, Tilfin? I need you carnally. I have a box full of like 40 condoms and I need you for a whole fucking night. I was like, maybe she's just like being nice, you know? Maybe she's not that into me. She's just like, just being neighborly. Maybe she's Canadian, you know? Let me play in the background. Yeah, that's also normal. Just have me be like a second monitor material. Have become decent background noise. I'm about it. I encourage lurking around here. Praise be to lurkers. I'm one of them. Not seeing any signs of magical forgery. Yeah, you can push. Job's done. Oh yeah. Now we can go on to the land of the endless, and I can say hello to the big old dragonfly that has been plaguing my brain for since I started the video game, actually. Because I'm remembering like the first thumbnail that I made. It's like, is that a fucking dragon in the background? Can you smell it, stranger? That rancid stench on the wind? The endless realm is trapped in a perpetual decay, for everything here rots, but nothing ever dies. Thanks for the follow. Its people are thanking Minningdom for the follow on Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate it. What is the point of life but to live it? Damn. Death makes life worth living. Brevity is beautiful. Eternal life would be torture. Not torture. Turtle? Did I say turtle? Did I accidentally say turtle? Did I say that eternal lives are turtles? Ma'am, your great sword is fucking cool. Show me your boots. Looking for Vela. Gotta stop her. Hearing Vela's name, she flinches. Vela? I'm done with that devil, you hear? If you want to stop her, be my guest. Cut her to pieces, sail a skyship into her corpse. Do it my blessing, but I have no part in it. I thought you and Vela were comrades. Comrades? Vela was more than a comrade. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. And they were roommates. What happened? She sighs. She found something. Oh, then I thought maybe we really could make the world a better place. But then we found it, untouched for hundreds of years. A map, buried in some Emberian tomb, that pointed at something impossible. I told her to leave it, to not put her faith in ancient cursed things. She promised me. But she led us to our doom anyway. Vela plunged the dark stars beneath the clouds with our best ships, our flagship and galleon both, in pursuit of an Emberian artifact that was more likely to end the world than save it. On that day, she was not my sister. As captain of the Black Goblin, I told my crew to fire upon their comrades. We splintered the hull of Vela's ship with our cannons before we boarded and clashed swords. It was mutiny, fratricide. What's she trying to find? Something called the Cradle, buried deep in the Underlands. What it actually is, we don't know. But if Vela's right, it could be used to alter the very language of the cosmos. That means she could end poverty, suffering, even death itself. She's more likely to end the world. The Emberians were known to meddle with forces they couldn't control. She is a damn fool for chasing their cursed dreams. Finish what you start. She laughs. I could not defeat her with a galleon of hardened mercenaries. What makes you think I would try again now? with not but you. Oh, that chapter of my life is over. I almost slipped into the Scottish. It was quite easy once I figured out that was what I was doing. I think I just have to say you, and then I'm Scottish. Say loch. Out with basalt, helping me find Vela. The old sea dog still going, eh? I half thought he'd drown himself with mushroom grog. Tell the truth, I always respected the man. He was with us from the beginning, and I don't think the Dark Stars would have gotten far without him. Alright, that's it. He nods. I'll leave. For now. She smirks. Something makes me think you won't give up easily. I won't be staying here long. And for your own sake, don't bother following me. The place I'm heading for ain't for the faint of heart. If you try and track me down, I'd only have another foolish death on my conscience. Besides, that one of these. He holds up an ancient Iberian key. You won't be getting far. So sod off, leave me in peace. Cheers, Dove. The Bardmain's here. Oh, right-o. Ah, help. I'm getting the fucking British virus.